Tim Allen tries to keep his Republican politics fairly quiet in public and, of course, in Hollywood. But he said on the WTF podcast with Mark Maron yesterday that he's quite a fan of Donald Trump, and it's got him trending right now.
Has Disney ever said anything to you? Are you too big an earner for them to give a
No, because I said the powers that be. I literally don't preach anything.
Right.
I said what I've done is I've just not joined into, as I call it, the we culture. I'm not telling anybody else how to live. I don't like that. Or that we should do this or we should do that. And then once I realized that the last president pissed people off, I kind of liked that. So it was fun to just not say anything, didn't join in the lynching crowd.
So you don't engage with that stuff.
No, I said if you want to engage philosophically, that's great. And that's where I get into trouble these days. If I get in philosophical discussions, well, that's interesting. Where do we start?
Yeah, so Tim Allen's trending right now, Shameika. You're the American. Thoughts on this?
I think he was afraid of being canceled. You know, we love cancel culture around here. So I think he was afraid of even speaking out, saying this when Trump was in office, because he would have been totally ripped to shreds, especially on social media, and everybody would have been trying to cancel him, the show Home Improvement, even though it's like so old. They would have ripped him a new one. But I definitely think that I'll admit, in the beginning, I thought that some of the stuff Trump said was funny. But after a while, it became obvious that it was racist rhetoric. It was harmful. But the crazy part is he had so many, and still does, has so many followers that really take everything he says to heart. So it's kind of a little disheartening to hear that Tim Allen thought that everything, I'm assuming everything that he said was funny, because it wasn't funny.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that, it's you're not in a good spot when the best thing you can say about Donald Trump is that he pissed people off. You should be able to say other things that you found, attractive about him, either as a person or a politician. But I think that the idea of pissing people off is attractive to voters. AOC pisses people off. Andrew Yang pissed people off. Back in the day, Jesse Ventura pissed people off. I think that when it comes to a politician, that is enticing for people, but they also have to be fans of public service. And that's the one thing that Donald Trump wasn't. The only thing he did was piss people off, and he had no interest in public service. And so for Tim Allen to now say, I like that he pissed people off, is really the only positive thing he's probably able to say. But as far as Tim Allen goes, and whether people tried to, tell him to not be conservative, or he wanted to join in or didn't join in, I think that the realities of Tim Allen is that, Last Man Standing was canceled when it was still very popular, and he's no longer Buzz Lightyear. So I don't know what sort of other details you need as far as whether this has affected Tim Allen. Maybe it's that, maybe it's not. I don't know. But those are two big things that he no longer has.
Yeah, Joey says this is why they replaced him as Buzz Lightyear with Chris Evans. He's too problematic. And she says how anyone could be a Trump supporter is baffling. I can't comprehend it. Marcel says nothing funny about the last 4 years. Yeah, even if you want to chalk everything in the last 4 years up to rhetoric. Like there was crazy stuff that happened in the last 4 years, but let's just say it was all theatrics. Like January 6th, I do not understand how any American can still be okay with Trump after he basically told a mob to go destroy democracy. Like that's the basis of your country. So I just don't get, I would love, because Tim Allen gets into things about, I don't like high taxes and this kind of thing. I would love for America to get back to a point where Democrats and Republicans are debating healthcare and taxes. It's so far beyond that now. So I just don't get, as a Trump supporter or Republican, I don't get how you can be okay with that stuff when literally that's the foundation of your country. You almost became a dictatorship. So to be okay with that and just laugh it off, I just don't understand it. So yeah, that's the thing that just baffles me. So it's not about being a Republican. Sure, you can have Republican beliefs, but to still go along and think everything was just funny. That was really close what happened on January 6th. That was almost really the end of America, end of democracy in America. So yeah, how he laughs it off, I'm just not sure.
Me either. And January 6th was scary. Just sitting here from home watching it, it was terrifying. And to know that a lot of people, you don't even know if some of your neighbors or, people that you work with were even part of what happened on January 6th. So it is very it's scary. And for him to just laugh it off like that, yeah, it's very disheartening.
Yeah.